Ladies and gentlemen, it is time again, once again, for RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus, episode 152. One? God damn it.
Why are you always ahead?
Because I always see the notes and I'm like, oh, 151's there, and we must be on 152.
Fucking idiot.
I'm Sherm. I'm a fucking idiot.
Why don't you open the notes and actually
Do you see me preparing the drink we are making?
You've been off for a week. Why don't you look at what number we are on?
No, I know we're on 151, but I thought... Okay. He's Tom. He's a pain in my fucking asshole.
I'm Tom.
And we're the Rude Boys. I'm Tom.
Yeah, this motherfucker's just gonna be repeating everything I say today, right, apparently.
Listen, that was a little sample for the RudeBoyz Top 10 we did of the Teams of X.
Fucking nerd.
It was a funny bit. I'm not gonna repeat it. I'm not one to repeat bits, Tom.
Yeah.
But we are doing what we...
You're gonna open this fucking thing, it's gonna go all over the rig.
Well, I'm trying not to. That's why I got this garbage can here to hopefully collect my thing. We are getting all over the place.
Your fresh load.
We are all over the motherfucking place, Tom.
Chris had hot loads in his mouth at Buffalo Wild Wings.
First off, I don't understand what sort of shame there is in your voice. You homophobe.
There was no shame. Whoa!
You had a whole month. You just could not wait to get over it.
Wow! You're the one that said I have a hot load in my mouth.
Yeah, and you're the one that made it weird.
I make everything weird, guy.
That's true.
All right, so calm the fuck down.
All right.
So
I have a lot of fun here on the RudeBoyz.
I'm predicting this cork is going either. This shit's either exploding all over the rig, or the cork is going right through the TV.
Okay. Here's the deal. You better get the camera ready if that's the case. But we are going. We're off the fucking the reservation right now, Tom. It is RudeBoyz RankUp. We're a week behind, just due to scheduling, but whatever. Fucking deal with it. It's our show. RudeBoyz RankUp, Money in the Bank winners. We were going to do cash-ins. I think winners is probably just a better overall thing we can quantify. Plus, now we can include your new men's and women's Money in the Bank winners of Damian Priest and Io Sky.
For all we know, cash-ins could happen by the time this posts.
That is true, yes, because we are posting... the last thing that happened was Friday Night SmackDown. They even call it Friday Night SmackDown? Is SmackDown Live? Is it just SmackDown?
I don't know.
Alright, nobody knows.
I watched it last night. I didn't
the one at Madison Square Garden. So, that's that. Nobody cashed in. So...
Io Sky looked like she was about to.
Okay.
But then something weird happened. Bailey was going to hand the ref.
Oh, some shenanigans.
And
classic shenanigans.
Yeah, and classic evil Bailey.
Right. So, Money in the Bank RankUp, which dovetails nicely into... What's the name of the segment, Tom?
Blitzkrieg News?
No. Oh, my lord.
Oh, who's in our mouth?
Yeah. Okay, so this is a Money in the Bank cocktail. I've been checking out. This is melon liqueur. Got your green liqueur right here. Okay. 1 ounce of that. Then we got some gold Schlager, because it's got gold. Much like Gold Member, I like gold.
Gold!
And it also called for champagne. Now, I don't have champagne on hand.
Real fucking syrupy.
What I thought I had was Prosecco, when I don't have Prosecco. So I have Sparkling Moscato, which is a sparkling wine. It's like a peach melon type wine, so it should go nicely with the majority. Nothing happened, Tom. Oh, it knocked over some amiibo.
That scared the shit out of me. I was not expecting.
That was pretty good, though.
That was pretty good.
Alright, so... I'm gonna top this bad boy off. A little bubbly. Don't say it. Don't you say it.
What?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, get a picture of this. It's a pretty looking drink.
It is a very pretty looking drink. There will be a proper post, I think, on Mix-a-Lot 64 with a nice glass. Right now we're using just plastic champagne glasses we had left over from, Jesus Christ, New Year's Eve a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That I did make some fancy drinks on this, but it looks pretty nice. It's a nice little ecto cooler green we got going on here. I don't know how cinnamon and melon are going to go together, but we're going to find out together. We're going to take this journey together, and then maybe that is really nice.
don't really see the gold.
Yeah, because there's a couple flakes in there. As you can see it when you look into it, but it's there.
I still love my Gold Shocker.
Do you?
Story.
Well, thud it up, because these are plastic clink. That's the clink right there.
So there's a lot.
There is a lot.
There's a lot going on.
There's definitely cinnamon, and I will be honest, if this was champagne, it would probably be a little... Not the cinnamon itself, but there would probably be more subdued flavors. Because of the Moscato. Like, it's... Like, smell the Moscato. I mean, it smells like fucking champagne. It smells like bubbly. So.
Yeah. It's not... I do like how the bubbly is coming up through the center. That's a pretty cool effect.
I guess because everything poured in and it bubbled out. But yeah, that is pretty neat.
I like that effect.
Yeah, I'm all about the effects, you know?
This would probably also be better.
It kind of just tastes like weird gum.
Yeah.
You know?
Like that...
Just what is this? Definitely, it tastes like it's an aftertaste. Like, it tastes like, oh, I just brushed my teeth with cinnamon crest or whatever.
Yeah, and
I drank a
thing of orange juice.
Yeah, exactly. Very odd flavor. I will have to try it with the actual champagne. I had a bottle, but I opened it and it's fucking flat as fuck. So.
I also think this would have been better if this was, and no fault of your own. This is not. This is constructive criticism.
Okay. No, this is fine. I'm all about the constructive criticism.
If that was colder,
fuck off. All right. No, listen. We did put it in the fridge for a little bit, so
could have thrown it in the freezer for a few.
I don't want to lay this down or anything. Jostle it, one would say. You know what I mean? So actually, I do have a cork. I'll just pop that bad boy in there.
Yeah,
we'll probably have some more later when we do our RudeBoyz RankUp.
Put a cork in it.
Never, Tommy.
I don't know. This might be my only one.
Yeah,
not feeling it.
Maybe after two more, you'll think you might like it.
Let's see a little piece of gold.
There you go.
He sees
gold.
Another piece of gold. It's all coming up now. Now that everything is coming up from the bottom with the Prosecco, bringing it all up to the surface.
What accent are you doing? Please explain.
I don't know.
Good answer. Good answer, Tom. Very good answer. Let's mosey on. Let's climb that ladder, how about? Let's keep it on theme. Let's climb that ladder,
brother,
and get the briefcase for Blitzkrieg.
Such good shit. Blitzkrieg is fucking live.
Oh yeah, we gotta like Blitzkrieg too, by the way. You should have prefaced it with that. We'll find a way to
Summer Blitzkrieg. Yeah, we will.
Yep.
Put a fucking stick on it, stretch it out, roll it out like a rolling pin, like a piece of pizza dough.
Oh, okay. You're talking cooking.
And my cock.
Okay, yep.
Nothing in games. I mean, there is, but there isn't. I mean, they released the trailer for a new playable trailer for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not going to be... Yeah, if we'd be here for goddamn ever if we were doing, like...
It's cool
trailer for the thing. No, I agree with you. And we were talking about this off air. Mortal Kombat 1 looks very nice. I have that itch to play it, but I will drop it and also not touch it.
Translation, he's gonna fucking buy it.
No, I won't.
Yeah?
No,
okay.
I swear to God I won't. I haven't even touched X or XL. Or 11, or whatever the fuck it's called, the one after this. And I would play for the story, but I just didn't do that, so... That's what I gotta say.
Oh, comic book news.
Comic book news.
Nothing.
Oh no, you
movies. Jennifer Garner stabbing her way into Deadpool 3. We were talking about this again off air.
Right,
this is really becoming like The Flash or Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, more. It sounds more like The Flash because it's just like here's all these other concepts like Channing Tatum as Gambit. You might get what was another name we thought we were gonna see?
Ben Affleck, Daredevil.
Ben Affleck was I don't know.
Yes, Ben Affleck played Daredevil.
Yes, I understand that, and fans of RudeBoyz Go to the Movies will know when we did our Daredevil episode. Infinity Warps, where were you? Darepool. He's right there.
Right there. We dare ya.
Daredevil episode, we did the movie.
Well,
the Ben Affleck movie.
Chris is holding a scissor. That scissor's probably going into my neck.
Scissor me timbers. No, I'd like to see Jennifer Garner in a DP movie. There we go. Right? There we go.
Well, you will.
Not the one I was looking for. What else we got in Blitzkrieg News, Tommy?
Craven the Hunter.
Oh, trailer talk, yes.
Fucking A.
This, if anything, this fucking stunted the Blitzkrieg, stunted the RudeBoyz Power Plus. This made us feel bad about ourselves. I will say, though, the Red Band trailer is better.
Didn't watch it.
Oh, okay. It's better.
I didn't know that. I didn't know the Red Band trailer dropped.
Well, because it's a rated R movie. And it's, that's really their only angle they got.
Yeah.
Because they're making Craven, who's a villain, into a hero, but also saying he's a villain, but doing heroic things, but he's also chowing down on people's faces.
Look, he's going to save animals, so that's okay.
Yeah, which is like that's on brand for Craven.
Until he kills a lion to wear it as a vest.
Yeah, right, yeah. The one that gave him powers or some shit. Oh, fuck.
Whoa, yo! Okay, yeah, let's talk about that!
Is that, like, the thing?
No!
Like that? No, it's not. But is that, like, the thing to do? To be like, oh, yeah, clearly chemicals don't exist, but...
It's a Spider-Man villain.
No,
so they
have to do the Spider-Man origin.
I'm surprised they didn't granted, it was...
What's his face up in the rafters?
Granted, it was MCU, but, you know, if Sony did a Vulture movie, they would have shown a Vulture biting Michael Keaton... And all of a sudden, he would be Birdman.
How did Electro get those powers? Well, he fell into a vat of electric eels. That didn't happen. But it did happen in the movie.
Apparently.
Did we do Amazing Spider-Man? I don't think we did Amazing Spider-Man.
I
think we only did...
What?
Go to the movies. I think we only did 3, Into the Spider-Verse, and Venom. As far as the Spider-Man ancillary. I don't think we did Amazing...
Didn't we do Spider-Man 1?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think we did 3.
Was that the one you were falling... Oh, no, that was X-Men. X-Men 3 you were falling asleep during.
Oh, X-Men 3. I could real.
Mm-hmm.
And thank God I got that nap in.
It's heavy.
Is it? Oh, probably towards the end, yeah. But Craven the Hunter looks like shit. Absolute shit. Sony also... I don't want to give them credit. Sony cannot, for the life of them, make a proper movie trailer.
Much like the MCU can't make a proper movie poster.
Oh, yeah, that is Sony cannot make a fucking proper movie poster either. But, like, Homecoming, I thought their trailer was garbage. Yeah. Like, I hated it. Far From Home, I hated it.
Yeah.
You know? No Way Home at least had, like, oh, cool, other villains. Like, alright, cool, I'm in, I'm down. And you knew it was the worst kept secret that the other Spider-Men were in it. Right. The first Venom trailer was shit. It got better. That doesn't really mean anything. The same thing with Morbius. Same thing with fucking Across the Carnage. What was it? Into the Carnageverse? What is it? Fucking...
Let There
Be Carnage, yes. I don't know. Terrible. I didn't like their Into the Spider-Verse trailers either.
Carnageverse.
Into the Carnageverse, you know? Call me up, Marvel. I got ideas for storylines we can come up with.
Yeah.
But anyway, hype is low. Very low.
Your boys are not. I don't think your boys will be seeing this in theaters.
We said that about Morbius, and we said that about Venom.
Yeah, and we said that about Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Yes, Across the Carnageverse.
So we're gonna go see it in theaters.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Tom will take a gum.
If Tom doesn't have to drive.
Well, we don't know when it's coming out yet. It's expected October 6th, but...
It's gonna come out October the 20th.
Right, which we did talk about before this, that, like, you know, the best thing they can do is get that synergy with Spider-Man 2 with Craven as a villain, but Tom's regurgitating right now. No, doesn't end off. It could be the Moscato. It could be the Moscato.
It doesn't end well.
This isn't made to spec. It's not. What's worse, that drink or the Craven trailer?
Oh man. Oh, they both make me sick.
Okay, there you go. All right, moving on.
He's gonna puke.
Oh, rest in peace. Darren draws it all.
Fuck, I'll have to get another drink.
Alright, I'll pound this one down.
Yeah, pound it.
Trailer Talk Part 2.
Five Nights
at Freddy's.
At Freddy's? I thought it was Five Nights at Freddy.
It's Five Nights at Freddy's. Because Freddy's is the amusement park.
I've never played the...
Okay. I'm not shaming you, Tom. It's okay. You if you didn't know it, you didn't know it. That's fine.
So, Chris, give us a little history on this
of the trailer. Well, it came out last week. It stars, I think, that kid from Hunger Games, the wimpy kid, not the Hemsworth, the other cat. Right,
never saw Hunger Games.
Okay, that's fine. You saw Battle Royale, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
so that's the better version.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
And they didn't have to stretch it out to be 3 fucking movies.
4.
4 movies.
Yeah,
5 with the prequel coming out.
Whoa, yeah, there you go.
Jesus, that's Christ.
Listen, franchise, baby, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Speaking of Five Nights at Freddy's, it looks like it is exactly what the game is. Like, the premise of the game is you're a security guard going to this abandoned Chuck E. Cheese. And they're like, all right, you just got to get through the night. You just got to watch out for weird shit. That's it. And the weird shit is that the animatronics come hunt you down. But in the game, it's kind of like a red light, green light, 1, 2, 3 bit, where if you don't do anything, they're going to catch you. You have to catch them first. So you have to, like...
Isn't it like you're in a control room?
Yes. Yeah, it's like a CCTV sort of thing.
Right.
And the people... It was a huge, huge thing. It was probably the second biggest thing that happened to Twitch. The first one is when the RudeBoyz joined it. RudeBoyz, twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469. But Five Nights at Freddy's was also a good thing that happened to the streaming community as well.
We may have to get our hands on a copy of this game.
You might have to do a Five Nights at Freddy's, maybe?
And we'll have to do a Twitch. For Rootober.
Maybe for Rootober, sure.
See, same page.
Okay. But it was huge on Twitch because it was such a easy game to watch, and people's reactions, of course, people screaming and freaking out. So yeah, everybody loves to watch other people get scared. But the lore for Five Nights at Freddy's is so fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
Like, which every little game, the creator, sprinkles in all this little bits of lore, like, okay, now there's missing children, now the children's souls are in the animatronics, they're looking for revenge because there was a serial killer that killed them. Like, it's crazy, and it looks like they're trying to adapt as much as they can, and they're giving, obviously, movie trope stuff, like there's an actual villain that comes in, and maybe the animatronics are good guys, because they're the main characters, because of the more marketable thing of the fucking franchise. And there's a kid involved. Like, I don't know if that Hunger Games kid is a father or an older sibling or something like that.
Have you seen there was Nicolas Cage movie that came out like this called Wally's World, where he's going around killing animatronics?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
Okay. Like Wally World, like from National Lampoon?
It's called something like that.
Okay.
And there's like one scene where he's going fucking crazy on something, and like the oil, like the hydraulic oil's like spit, like shooting up into his face and everything.
Gotcha. Huh.
So
at a theme park?
It's at like a Chuck E. Cheese type.
Oh, okay. So like,
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So, TV. Moving on.
So obviously you didn't see the trailer.
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, the animatronics look pretty good.
The last bit, not
yeah,
good.
no, because everything all got mixed.
It's not great.
I think also maybe if it was like a different vessel, it probably would have mixed better with the bubbles. But whatever, it is what it is. It's beverage. It's going to piss out. Whatever. The animatronics look good. And I know Blumhouse, who's the producers, they're looking to, not necessarily expand Five Nights at Freddy's, but I'm sure they will. But
Money
they
is
are
not full to that label.
What are you talking about? Mine's the same. All right. Well, you're
actually
you're losing a
yours
maybe
less.
Maybe the labels are not aligned.
Maybe. Jesus.
The animatronics look cool. Blumhouse wants to do more horror video game movies. It's cool. That's all I gotta say.
Who directed this Uwe Boll?
Uwe Boll. What happened to you, Uwe Boll? What happened to Uwe Boll, actually?
Fucking. Moving on to TV.
October 27th, by the way.
Yeah. Rootober 27th.
Rootober 27th.
Nothing in TV, nothing in wrestling, etc. I don't know why you put this.
Oh, because this got me so mad, and I also then just had so much self-apathy.
But I'm just so tired already of reading this.
Yes.
Some small dick tech billionaire is going to fight another small dick tech billionaire. And I'm already bored reading this, and I didn't even finish reading it yet.
Typing it.
Well,
you're reading it.
Exactly.
I understand.
Do you see what I did there?
I do see what you did there.
All right,
we got there in the end. I don't know. Like, this is
the two
like
people?
Fucking Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh. Okay.
And people are like, isn't there like a submarine they could hop on or something like that? Like, I'm sure. I hope our enemies don't attack us where they fight. Shit like that.
Oh my god,
because they are national treasures, so please. And I think what's his nuts is going to be there too. That fucking
Jeff Bezos,
alpha male cocksucker.
Mark Cuban?
No, the fucking women are property. They should do what I say. I don't know.
Donald Trump?
I'm just so right. I'm just so like the energy drains out of this. This is such idiocracy. Movie and real life. The power just drains from my body.
So
why it's on there? Because it's something to talk about, and I hope the assassins win. That's all I gotta say.
So sadly, we lost a wrestler this week.
Yes, we did. Drozdov.
There you go. Known as Droz, he was he was in LOD for a little while.
Correct. Did his own thing once LOD got released.
Yeah. Never really did anything huge. I don't think he held any belts.
No. Brought in Prince Albert.
Yeah. Got injured wrestling D'Lo Brown.
Actually here on the island.
Oh, that was Coliseum?
Yep, Coliseum.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Ended up in a wheelchair and
for the remainder of his life.
Yeah.
Well, a wheelchair apparatus.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, yeah.
And
passed early, 59.
Yeah. Yet Lex Luger still fucking rolls this earth.
Tom, life is precious. I don't know what you're trying to get at. I don't know what your angle is right now. The man wears an Iron Sheik shirt, and yet Hulk Hogan
still walks this fucking earth, brother.
Right. All the things Hulk Hogan has outlived: Iron Sheik, Andre, Gawker,
Savage,
Randy Savage. Exactly. Gawker. All these. Like that, right? Darren Joseph, clink it up. Rest in power.
Oh, such a better taste.
Now that's a beverage, my friend.
This would look good in Goldschlager.
Okay. Hey, listen, money in the bank.
Yeah.
And that is all we have for Blitzkrieg News.
Yeah. Blitzkrieg it up.
It's already done.
Blitzkrieg it up.
Blitzkrieg it down.
Chris.
Yes, Tommy.
Have you been up to?
I've been up to a couple of stuff. Where do I start? How do I segue everything perfectly? What is the orchestra? Got it. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom update. I have not really talked about this game very much. I've been playing it for maybe, a month and a half, 2 months since it came out. I have just the worst. Excuse me. I have just the worst ADHD when it comes to this game.
Oh my god!
I cannot.
I had it too. The few times you threw me the controller.
Yeah.
Like earlier, you were on the phone and you threw me the controller. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You left me alone with it, and
you fought an ice Gleeok.
No, you did.
Oh, you got to one. Though.
I got to it, and I posed. I was like, "That's a Chris problem."
Shit, okay.
And then it murked us.
Yeah, that is happening.
The screen turned red.
Yep, the blood moon.
That shit scared the shit.
They up that ante with the blood moon.
As soon as that happened, I paused. I was like, "Nope."
So I don't want to. I won't give any spoilers or anything like that because I personally have kind of strayed away from listening about and hearing and looking about Tears of the Kingdom because I want to kind of see stuff and be surprised.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, there's a ton of good content out there for, building this or finding this or whatever. But for me, I'm like, you know what, I want to kind of figure this out on my own, And if I'm curious, then I will look it up. So I did 2 of the temples. We'll say that I did the one in with the Rito, the Wind Temple, and the one with the Gorons, which is the Fire Temple.
Where's the Water Temple?
I would imagine with the Zoras, which is probably going to be my next direction.
Gotcha.
Just to get the reading, but I go around the map. I'm like, I'll go do the towers, do the shrines, go to the depths, do all this stuff, and I just find things. I'm like, holy shit, this is pretty cool. But like I said, I don't want to get into too much nitty gritty with that. I did the Hyrule Forest stuff, which led me to the Master Sword. I won't say anything further than that.
Did you get the Master Sword?
Yes, I did.
But how come we didn't use it when you were fighting the lightning dragon?
Because it is almost, it's not infinite. It will, deplete its power, and the game wants to challenge you.
It doesn't sound very masterful, though.
I agree with you, but that's what it is. I think it's more stronger, good English. I think it's more strong in the depths, because I guess it's like the light, the sacred light or some shit. I don't know. Tom, I don't know. I don't look up this game because I want to be surprised. I want to figure it out on my own. But I am enjoying it. I will probably finish it next year. Like, it's just how it's going. So Tom mentioned it. I fought my first Gliok, which is the three-headed dragon, that kind of surround the world. And,
you were so close.
I was. Yeah, it was the Thunder Gliok, and it was close, but he got the best of me. I'm like, damn it. So the game is also very forgiving too. Like, it respawns you right back there, and
he had 3 hits.
I know.
Nah, man, the best thing I saw you do in this was, like, you had to make some sort of apparatus. And you put a rocket on backwards.
Well, because the fans face one way, the rockets face the other way.
I'm watching him do this, I'm like, he knows what he's doing, he's smart, and I'm like, that's not gonna work. And sure,
I've seen a lot of fun. I gotta show, maybe after, because we're gonna take a break, when we set up for the RudeBoyz RankUp.
Oh my god!
I will show you some of those videos.
I died.
So anyway, Zelda, still playing it. What I did play and finish was, and I wanted to before Zelda consumed my life fully, is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. That is the new Star Wars game that came out of EA and Respawn, and it was good. It was very buggy, especially towards the end of the game. Like I was telling you off air, I got a hard crash. Hard crash, a soft lock, bug.
Oh, I hate the soft lock.
Storyline wise, though, I thought it was very good. It definitely is. It definitely feels like the Empire Strikes Back of the Jedi.
You think that will be the third one?
I would not be surprised. Years? No, I mean, this turnaround was pretty good. I would say 5, yeah. Like, it was a pretty good turnaround.
Now, what style did you go with?
So what Tom's referring to is you got your different kind of lightsaber stances. I stuck with double blade. Not double blade, I'm sorry, two-handed. Yeah. And the crossguard. Which is like your heavy broadsword stance.
Okay, nice.
I also did, for the record, and there should be no shame in this game, I fucking changed it to story mode. Because I'm like, I just want to play this game. I want to get through this, So what that happens is that challenge is basically very easy.
Okay.
And I'm like, I don't care. Like, a game like this can get challenging and probably get me, like, hung up on points where I'm like, I just want to get through this thing. Like, you fight a big alien creature.
Like a rancor.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And I'd be like, alright, I'm stuck on this for a half hour.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's on story mode, you take very minimal damage, you give a lot of more you give maximum damage, and I'm seeing the story, which is really what I'm in this game for. I'm not looking to be the fucking pro gamer for
the only reason
Jedi Survivor.
Wouldn't do that. Are there multiple endings, or is there only one ending?
Just one.
Okay, like that's the only reason I would be worried about doing that.
Most games do that very much. I mean, unless it's like a Dark Souls, like when you're going in there for a challenge.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm like, I want to play this game. I want to enjoy the story, and I enjoyed the story. The story was good. The story had like 2 twists. One which was like, no shit, like yeah, that happened. The second twist was better because it was like, oh shit, that was good.
Starkiller show up.
Starkiller does not show up.
Damn.
I did run around in like Dash Rendar outfit though, so that was cool.
You like that.
I do like that. Yeah, that's my jam. But once I finished Star Wars Jedi Survivor, you know what I watched? I mean, you know what I watched because you read the notes.
Yeah.
I watched Solo. I watched Solo for the first time since we saw it in theaters.
Solo?
Was I solo? I was watching by myself. Yes.
You didn't make the girlfriend sit through it?
No, because I finished the game and I'm like, all right, I watch Solo. Yeah.
Does Han Solo show up? Is that why you watched it?
No.
Okay.
No, because like you got those I think they're KD-1 droids, the big robot that Alan Tudyk voices.
Okay, yeah.
They're in Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, I should watch Rogue One because it's like, you know, the war shit. Like, I want to see that again. But I was like, you know what? I never saw Solo since theaters.
Okay,
so I'm like,
did see Solo?
Yeah, I know. I said that like 2 minutes ago when I saw it with you. Yep, here he goes. Here comes the gun. Here comes the cap gun. Okay, just declaration, sweeping declaration. If a bottle cap hits me, I'm going to punch you in the face.
You won't.
Okay.
You'll try. I'll move.
Oh, you got lightning reflexes now.
I what?
You got lightning reflexes?
Oh, okay. That's not what I thought you said. Wow.
So I watched Solo. I don't even know what you thought I said. So I watched Solo. Solo was fine. Solo got a lot of hate because it wasn't, you know, they're recasting Han Solo. Like, you know, I don't want to say recasting, but they're casting Han Solo again.
What they want to do
for a younger
DH
generation?
Fucking Harrison Ford.
Well, in the year of 2023, guess what happens? That happens. Oh, Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny.
He de-aged him fully.
Yeah, so he looks like 20-something.
Yeah, but when Island of Crystal Skull happened, he was like a gazillion.
Yeah, because there's time travel involved in Dial of Destiny. Come on, Tom. Anyway.
Indiana Jones ended for me at Last Crusade.
Right. Fair.
As I've said.
But Solo's fine. It's got mobster shit in it, which is cool. Like, I'm down for that with Crimson Dawn and Kira and whatnot. I did mention I read War of the Bounty Hunters, which just was like, hey, everybody, Kira's back. Like, alright. So, you know, here's Kira again. Obviously, Emilia Clarke. That's who we're talking about. And,
she looks so much younger in fucking Secret Invasion.
I think it might be the eyeshadow, or the eyeliner.
Yeah,
she's definitely heavy on that.
I did not realize how tiny she was.
She's a tiny girl.
She's fucking small.
How small is she? Maybe she's around big people. Maybe she's smaller.
No way to know.
No way to know.
No way
information is not available anywhere on the internet.
Not at all, man.
You can find pictures of her feet. You can't find pictures of her age. Really?
Whoa.
So
I'm working on it.
Solo was good.
The height, not the feet pictures. Feel like I needed to put that one out there.
Sure. And then me and the girlfriend did watch second season of Jack Ryan, which is still good. Right now they're on their final season on Amazon Prime, and it is good in the sense...
Good. It's good. It's good.
I start taking notes on how you fucking derail my shit. So, 5'2". All right, that's a short. She's a short girl, which is fine. Listen, perfect height. Anyway, Jack Ryan, starring John Krasinski, and really that's it, because he's like really the only name in there. No disrespect to any other actors and actresses in these movies, these shows, but it's like, I don't know who you are. But it is good. It's not all hoorah America, which I like. And it's really twisty-turny stuff, which is getting kind of geared up for our eventual Metal Gear episode. Which is like, who to believe? Who do we believe? Well, the collection's coming out in October, so I don't know if I'm going to replay anything until then. We'll still be playing Zelda. So.
Zelda's for life.
Zelda's for life. And that's what I've been up to.
So I decided to...
Tom, what have you been up to?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I decided I want to watch Mayans. Mayans MC.
Mayans MC.
Which is the...
3 Mayans and 1 MC.
The spin-off of Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
So I watched all of Sons of Anarchy again.
Sure. Oh, again?
Oh, I've watched Sons of Anarchy like 5 times.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget how many people show up in like the last 2 seasons. Like Peter Weller shows up. He directs a bunch of episodes.
Okay.
So Sons of Anarchy, great. You know, really dug it. And the Mayans, I was just like, shit. And how they tie it into Sons of Anarchy is really cool.
Well, yeah.
Like,
you gotta...
Like, you see Katie Seagal in the first episode.
Okay.
Which is cool. Emilio Rivera. I'm not sure if you know that. He played a security guard. Oh, what fucking movie did he play a security guard in?
I'll look it up.
Because I know it was a movie we watched recently. I was like, oh shit, he's from Sons.
Okay.
He's a Bane, like, you know.
Oh, Paul Blart.
Was he?
No!
Oh.
Come on.
Come on. Like, because he's like, you know,
I wasn't looking up at all.
He's the president of the, you know, of the Mayans.
Okay.
In Oakland, but he's like the he's the head honcho of, like the Mayans MC.
Okay, cool.
So this is about, you know, this guy, this kid, he gets out of prison, he joins up with the Mayans MC.
Uh-huh.
His brother's the one that brings him in. Edward James Olmos plays their father. Like I said, a lot of tie-ins with Sons of Anarchy.
Okay. Well, I hope so.
I don't want to give too much away because I know your girlfriend was expressing interest.
Right.
So I don't want to give too much away for what I've seen so far. But the thing is, with these fucking shows, I sit there and I root for the outlaws and the drug dealers and the gun runners.
Right.
And I'm just like, man, fuck the American justice system.
Thank you.
Like, it's the most... I've always said that. Like, it's the most corrupt...
I've always said that.
And I'm not even talking, like, on a police level. I'm talking, like...
Systematically.
Like, FBI, DEA, everything. Like, just how they play with, like, people's lives.
Wake
and
up.
the cool thing about Kurt Sutter, though, like,
Who?
He's the creator of Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, right.
Katie Seagal. He's also Katie Seagal's husband.
Okay.
Um...
That's a good way to define a man. I do appreciate that. I'm being honest. Instead of being like, oh, he's so-and-so's wife. Like, no. You're so-and-so's husband. Listen, gender roles.
And apparently he was a big fan of Married with Children before he married Katie Seagal.
Oh, so it wasn't like a...
and he was just like, he was just like, I have a good role for you. And...
He pointed at his penis.
And Kurt Sutter was in Sons of Anarchy as well. Like all creators are in their
Gotcha.
creations. But like he had a lot to do with season 1, and now season 2 he's kind of stepped away, and he's letting a lot of his like Spanish people that he's worked with.
Okay.
Kind of write and direct. He's like, because, you know, it's their story to tell.
Right.
You know, he's like, I got to tell my story with Sons of Anarchy, but this is, like, their culture. And, like, he's like, they're the best people to tell this, like, these stories of what's going on. Yeah. I'm like, wow, awesome. He's like, he's like, I'm there on set, like, if they have any questions or anything. It's very cool. You might, I mean, it's very, you know, power struggles like Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Like, it's a power struggle. Charlie Hunnam, the guy who played Jax in Sons of Anarchy, I was reading, he actually had to take, before he did that movie King Arthur he was in, he actually had to take accent lessons to get his English accent back.
Oh, really?
Because he was Jax Teller for so long, he actually lost his English accent.
Okay.
So, cool. I mean, great series. I'm loving Mayans MC so far.
Right.
So,
Good.
Well, I think they're on the last season right now. So,
okay.
I'll see how it ends, how it all wraps up. I know Kurt Sutter also was talking about like doing like a show about like the first 9, who were like the first 9 members of the Sons of Anarchy, because they all met in Vietnam, I think.
Okay.
And then they all came home and started the Sons of Anarchy. So
what are we? What is it, like a prequel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
So we'll see what happens. I would love. I know he's actually doing a show for Netflix now, so we'll see where that goes.
The Sons.
But yeah,
there you go.
I would definitely if you can, if you're looking for a long ass drama that you'll be able to just kind of sit, and it is super violent at times, so just want to give that heads up.
Okay.
It's on Hulu. You can watch it. I can give you the Hulu account so you don't have to deal with commercials.
Why don't you give the Nation the Hulu account? Okay. Just tell me what it is right now.
Dickhead.
Alright.
That's all I've been up to.
That is all we've been up to. Alright, Nation, we are gearing up for the RudeBoyz RankUp, which we are, present tense, going to stream on twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469, and in past tense, which we did stream on twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469, and if you missed it, the archive will be on our YouTube page, youtube.com/@RudeBoyz469? That's what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I kept that branding in? Okay, good. Well,
For the
one way to find out. RudeBoyz RankUp, everybody. Money in the Bank winners.
It's gonna take forever.
No, we're gonna there's gonna be a certain point where I think we're just like, I don't fucking know, you know what I mean?
Nor do I care.
No, this is true. And we got a special guest. We have a physical person here in the Twitch realm, the RudeBoyz, the Virgin Zone, as we used to call it. We got Andrew, our buddy, our boy.
Still the Virgin Zone.
It is, well, okay, fair.
What's up?
There you go. See?
What's up?
And we got a fill-in up in the chat.
Hey, sweetie.
That's what he supposed me.
Pumpkin. I call you
I
Pumpkin.
get really sensitive with my hair.
Oh, would you stop? Would you stop? Just shave it.
Listen, I'm holding on to hope that it's not coming back, but
Just shave it.
all right. So, Money in the Bank winners.
Uh-huh.
We were going to talk about cash-ins, but I feel like the winners is a better way of just kind
Sure,
of,
yeah. And then we could talk about their cash-ins a little bit.
That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up
Okay, cool.
a list of the winners.
Winners.
Obviously, we have the winners available. Tom, can you go through our tier maker ranking lists, please?
You want me to start from top to bottom or
I would say top to bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have which is I guess considered S tier. Such good shit. Just this is the, cream of the crop. Like the best of the best. And yeah. Next is I'll drink to that. Audio is rather sharp and a bit crackly.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hold, please. You can still go through the list if you can still read it.
Oh, sure. I'll drink to that is just like, yeah, totally fine with that. We'll drink it.
Say that one more time. Sorry.
I'll drink to that is, it's like one of the, like, we'll totally, like, drink to that and,
We'll drink to that.
It's fine,
exactly,
yeah.
Do you promise?
What? To drink to that? Absolutely.
Excellent. Thank you, Ophelia.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, we'll drink to that.
It's fine. It's, that's
These are more positive. This is like a...
And that's a Chris
right here,
catchphrase. It's fine.
Yeah, call everything it's fine.
Because if you listen to
It's a good
past episodes of RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus, every time Chris gives a review to something that is very okay, he's like, it's fine.
It's fine.
What were they
now the negative.
Yeah, now the negatives. What were they thinking is just kind of like, why? Why did you do this, WWE? Next is, oh, come on! Like, yo, seriously, WWE, what the fuck were you thinking?
Right.
And then last, and certainly least, is... It's trash. Like, you belong in a dumpster, and you need to just go away and never come back.
So those
Much like what Gollum says.
Is that what Gollum says? Go in the trash?
I'll never come back.
So, in addition to the ranking system, we're going to put that into there. We have a veto. So, Tom and I usually have to come to some sort of consensus, but if one is real stubborn, shock, over putting one of the participants in a specific tier, we can veto said person. Now, we can use a veto for a veto. That's just how, that's the rule of life. That's the rule of vetoes. Once the list is all said and done, we will go to the nation and we will try to compile a RudeNation veto. It's usually in the past it's just been one veto, but I mean, we have a special occasion. A special guest is physically in the studio with us. We might do a physical RudeNation veto versus a virtual RudeNation veto. We'll see what's happening. Maybe everybody will come to the same consensus.
Sure.
We will see what happens. So, Money in the Bank winners. We just had Money in the Bank 2023. We watched the Money in the Bank matches. We know who the winners are. They are in the list right down here. So let's kick it off. 2005. WrestleMania 21, Edge.
Oh, you
the
think
winner.
you know me?
You think you know him? I will also give the competitors also, because maybe this might go into a fact of, like, maybe this person wasn't the right person to win the match. You know what I mean?
Right. Who
and
was
we'll talk about their successful passions or unsuccessful too. Who was in the match? So this was WrestleMania 21, 2005. Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Christian, a lot of Chris's, Kane, and Shelton Benjamin also in the match. Personally speaking, I think starting off Money in the Bank, I was a big fan. I was a big fan of WrestleMania 21. I was a big fan of this match, and I don't remember where I was, like, as a wrestling fan watching WrestleMania 21, but I think Edge winning, in addition to, you know, legitimizing this idea of Money in the Bank and having a successful cash-in and his first world title, I would think it's such good shit. Like,
I'll agree. I'll agree to that. Yeah, I mean anything with Edge. And
I wouldn't say he had a WrestleMania match against Booker T about shampoo. So maybe not everything with Edge.
Well, anything
live sex celebration. Sorry.
Now, who did he cash in on?
He cashed in on Mr. Jonathan Cena. New Year's Revolution. Hey.
It sets such a high standard for what that's doing, and it kind of tells everybody, okay, so the Royal Rumble is going to put somebody in the main event.
Right.
Yeah.
This is going to put somebody, it's going to hot shot somebody.
Sure,
And
okay,
right. The possibility of, like, saying, hey, this guy's going to be the next guy. Just like a Royal Rumble would.
And
I think that's really cool.
And I think his cash-in definitely set the bar for cash-ins. And it wasn't like a run-in cash-in. We're going to get to those. Like, I think the first three cash-ins, I'm not going to say winners. Cash and grab, exactly. The first three cash-ins kind of show you the three different ways to cash in. Like, somebody announces right then and there that they're in a match, much like Vince McMahon did for Edge. And I think that's good because it was like, oh shit. Like, okay, this is what's happening. Impromptu world title match. That's exciting. So yes, Edge will put him into such good shit. Next year, 2006, WrestleMania 22, Money in the Bank ladder match, won by Mr. Rob Van Dam. In the match as well, Bobby Lashley, Finlay, Matt Hardy, Ric Flair, and Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin. The ladder, the whole Money in the Bank, and
could have made Shelton Benjamin
100%. Yeah, like
the gold standard, literally the gold standard, like persona.
Probably so good in the first match.
But
this
we
is
know
true,
why.
Yeah. Well, we know why he's in there because they were trying to. Then they had ideas for the ECW brand. Like they wanted to, you know, kind of. I think Rob Van Dam is the best choice out of this match. I think. Because Rob Van Dam's always fucking hot. Like, he is always going until he gets pulled over because he's got marijuana on him.
I'm just looking at the list and.
Oh, as far as there you go. Bellion says hi. We got the chat up on a big monitor up here too. So, but Rob Van Dam goes in to call in his cash in at ECW One Night Stand number 2. And he wins the WWE Championship against John Cena again.
Such a good event.
I like it.
Yeah.
I would put it in such good shit also.
And how that match ended and everything that. Whew, man.
Yeah. I think it was the right person to win.
Yeah, that's
it was good for business if they really wanted to be like, oh, we want to get eyes, we want to get the CCW brand, we want to build back up. Because WrestleMania 22 also was the Edge versus Mick Foley hardcore match.
Yes, it was.
So they were like, okay, we're hearing these ECW chants. One Night Stand was cool. Yeah. Let's snowball this. So yeah, I think Rob Van Dam should belong in such good shit. Now, here we go. This is why we're dealing with winners and we're not dealing with cash-ins.
Right.
Because winner of the 2007 Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania 23. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I'm not. I am.
Bull opens.
Excuse me.
Bull out.
Excuse me.
You gotta shout that. People think that, and then they don't.
Really? No, it hasn't been helping me all day. Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy. Thank you. Won it against... this was the first time it was also all brands. Because I think the first one was all Raw brand. I think the second one was SmackDown brand. And this was all 3 brands at the time, including ECW.
Right.
So in the match, in addition to Mr. Kennedy, was CM Punk, Edge, Finlay, Jeff Hardy, King Booker, Matt Hardy.
No, you gotta say,
sorry.
King Booker.
And Randy Orton. So you had CM Punk, Rated RKO, the Hardy Boys, Finlay, and King Booker. Oh, not Finlay. I'm sorry. Oh, no, Finlay, yes. I'm sorry.
Is this Finlay's second?
Yes, it is. Yeah. You always need that weird, hard-hitting guy in these matches.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like the wild card. That's not just a...
Sounds like variety. But
yes.
How old is Finlay to be told that, oh yeah, you're in this ladder match with the
Ric Flair was in the one before it, so...
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
And they had this whole injury angle where they pull him out and then frame him back in.
And you're gonna kill you, Rick.
I think Ken Kennedy... So Ken wins. Mr. Kennedy wins. He wins. I think on Raw next day, he comes out and he calls his shot that he's like, next year WrestleMania, I'm cashing in. So what happens to Mr. Kennedy? What happens to Mr. Kennedy is that Undertaker gets injured. So they're like, fuck, we gotta take the belt off Undertaker. Turns out Mr. Kennedy's injured. Wink. So we gotta take the briefcase off Mr. Kennedy. Edge beats Kennedy for the briefcase. The first time the briefcase changed hands, not in the match itself. And then Edge goes in to cash in on Undertaker in a very historic, I think Taker beats Batista in a cage match.
Okay.
Mark Henry shows up, beats up Undertaker, and then Edge shows up to cash in. I think a really good cash in, because that's the first time, like, the ultimate opportunist.
It's the running,
not this way, damn it, not this way. But Kennedy obviously never gained any sort of notoriety since in WWE. I mean, Impact Champs, whatever.
This is his peak in WWE.
This was his peak.
Yeah.
They did, and it wasn't anything he did, unfortunately. Like he was told he got injured. He didn't really. It was like a minor injury. I guess they thought it was a lot worse than it was. And then they tried to do the whole illegitimate kid angle with him,
and then Hornswoggle.
But then I think he got busted for like HGH or something like that. So
that's a Christ.
Kennedy was definitely maybe a coulda, woulda, shoulda, but I would say it's fine. Because I would be cool with Kennedy was on a roll.
Yeah, there were so many.
You're right. Andrew's saying it's low.
I put in what were they thinking?
Are we okay? So
and it's a very Edge thing to do.
Yeah, and that definitely solidified Edge also. I can do a what were they thinking. I would think it. I would put it in. It's fine. I'm saving my veto.
Okay,
but I will put it in a what were they thinking.
Right.
So I got this little technical difficulties over here. This is CM Punk's first Money in the Bank win at WrestleMania 24. Won it in a match against Carlito, Chris Jericho, John Morrison, MVP, Mr. Kennedy, and Shelton Benjamin. A little behind the scenes on this ladder match was Jeff Hardy was supposed to be in it. Jeff Hardy was supposed to win. And
what happened with Jeff Hardy?
Jeff Hardy happened with Jeff Hardy. He fucked himself out of the match, and he didn't win. So Jeff Hardy, another coulda, woulda, shoulda, but he ended up obviously. World title winner.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy. Yeah, Jeff Hardy ended up having a very good stint.
Yes, correct.
WWE.
So this is CM Punk's first Money in the Bank, and this is also the first time a repeat winner. I obviously was a big CM Punk fan. Did I think he definitely? So now we're getting to that point where I feel like these three people were potentially ready for a world title. I don't necessarily know if Punk was ready, and this was also one of the first times that, like, oh, we gave him the briefcase, cool, losing streak, because you could always cash in and become the champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I liked his cash in. It was like that weird brand split time where they drafted both champions on one brand, and then he beat Edge of all people.
And he cashed in on the big gold, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he became world heavyweight champion,
okay.
which was, I think, probably the most accurate belt for Punk, especially at that point. I would personally say it's fine. I know present bias aside,
because it's CM Punk. I'm gonna put I'll drink to that.
Okay. Oh, so you're just being cheeky. Yeah, you know what? Fine. Listen, CM Punk, Mark. Absolutely, we'll drink to that, everybody. There we go.
Just to be an ass.
There you go. Well, keep the bottles ready, folks, because WrestleMania 25 rolls around.
I'm very confused.
What's up?
That CM Punk picture was the last picture.
because it didn't take when I uploaded it. This is
okay.
technical mumbo jumbo.
Gotcha.
Yes. So WrestleMania 25 rolls around.
As do I, but because he's straight edge, I had to put it into I'll drink to that.
I think though at the time though, like he was a new star.
Yes,
like you could give him that. That's I was gonna put him lower, but for the lulz, we're doing I'll drink to that.
And let me put it this way: Punk's run in WWE before he decided, that he was bigger than the company.
Well, we're not there yet, so it doesn't matter. We're not even really representing.
I'm just explaining myself.
Okay, go ahead. You keep explaining yourself.
And his Ring of Honor run, probably some of the best stuff. Especially Summer Punk in Ring of Honor.
Yes,
so goddamn good.
Yes,
so goddamn good.
Yes,
that's the version of Punk
listen,
I like.
The Straight Edge Society.
Yeah.
Pipe Bomb. I think he did have really good matches towards the twilight of his WWE career. But again, I've been kind of... I can see the forest through the trees with him, though.
Sure.
Obviously, seems like a real big fucking...
Like a punk.
Himself scumbag. Yeah, oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
It makes sense now. Moving on. CM Punk. WrestleMania 25. Money in the Bank winner.
God damn it.
Beats Christian, Finlay, Kane, Kofi Kingston, Mark Henry, MVP... and Shelton Benjamin.
They keep putting Finlay on the stand.
Because I think it's always been like a mid-card, schmazzy. He was always...
Why is they giving
Finlay's a good hand. Finlay's a good hand.
To do this.
Finlay's a good hand.
Finlay was all about...
What time around Finlay,
Finlay was about...
Finlay, what are you doing on the ladder?
You don't believe
Putting up Christmas lights, I hope.
Finlay was all about pushing the younger talent.
Yeah, that's true, too. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was there to collect a check and also be like, yeah, this is cool.
So this time around, is Punk now a heel? Or is he a face?
No, he is still a face, but this does kind of lead into his heel turn. So he ends up cashing in on Jeff Hardy, who just won the world title from Edge in a ladder match or something like that, at Extreme Rules.
This is his real...
Yes, because then he feuds with Jeff Hardy, has a real brick wall of a feud with Taker, and then starts the Straight Edge Society.
So this is where it really starts to take off.
I think so, yes.
It's always a shame to see that the first time around that they're a champion, like say Daniel Bryan, his first world title reign is just unremarkable.
Yes.
We're not going to talk about his first title reign and that WrestleMania
Punk's?
match. No, Daniel Bryan.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we are, unfortunately. But no, you're right. And to go back to when we did our RudeBoyz RankUp for Royal Rumble winners, when there's a multiple winner or a second time winner, especially when it was like a Shawn Michaels 2 in a row, Hulk Hogan notwithstanding, Austin twice in a row. The second time was always like Vince tried it the first time, and it didn't. It might have been more organic of a good yeah, Steve Austin won, great. So then the second time is always all right, cool, we're gonna put a bounty on Steve Austin's head and he can't, so he's like I did that, you know what I mean?
Always Electric Boogaloo the second time.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Perfect example.
Yep.
Yes, he always finds a way to get to be no, you didn't do this, I did this. Daniel Bryan's not getting over. We're gonna have the authority. He's gonna have to go through the authority,
right?
Then he can go over. It's like shit like that. So Punk's second win, I mean, I think what it led to, I would put it into I drink for that. It's just the repeat winners. I don't necessarily. I'm
gonna put it in. It's fine because I feel he shouldn't have won a second time.
I agree. He might have been
should have been.
If Jeff was going to win the year before, I'm sorry. If Jeff was going to win the year before, then definitely Punk. That was his year.
Well, the year that he won the second time, it should have been Christian.
You know what? You're not wrong. I think you're not wrong.
I think Christian with the Money in the Bank could have just.
You know what?
Oh my god!
That's another way.
Oh
to think
my
because
god!
That was also
like,
that's WrestleMania 25. That's Edge's last WrestleMania.
Right
at that point.
Because you could have he could have called a shot, and you could have had a good shot, a good match between Christian and Edge.
Again, knowing what we know now, and when he had to retire very abruptly.
Well, I blame Del Rio for that. First of all,
blame Del Rio for a lot.
I mean, Christian ended up getting the rub by Bin Laden, anyways. So.
This is
that is true. Yep. That is true.
Oh, man, that video. That's a video that lives in my mind rent free.
John Cena.
To the end of Extreme Rules.
Just so you know, I love American. I just want all you Americans to know.
At 9:33 p.m.
We secured.
Compromise. Yeah, like what? Murdered.
We murdered someone.
Is it on Twitch? I don't know.
Kids fucking cheering.
Right.
Oh my god. Kids who weren't even born are cheering.
A lot of babies were born. Right?
Named John.
Yep. WrestleMania 26. This is the last of the WrestleMania Money in the Bank.
Okay.
Won by Jack Swagger.
I am glad it went to its own.
In this match, Christian, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Evan Bourne. This is like the first 8-man. Kane, Kofi Kingston, Matt Hardy, MVP, and Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin is the...
He is the MVP. And that's away from the MVP. Yeah. He is the MVP.
How many people in this match?
Christian, 8. Dolph, Drew, Evan, Kane, Kofi, Matt, MVP, Shelton, Jack Swagger. 10.
Jesus
Christ.
And a lot of high flyers.
Yeah. I mean, that's when you want something like that. Like your high flyers, and then like your heavyweights, your hybrid wrestlers, you know, like your Christians, your MVPs. But Jack Swagger winning. What do we think about that?
Ugh. Oh, come on.
All right, cool. Swagger ends up, I think, doing the old cash-in, real quick turnaround on SmackDown against Jericho, I think. It doesn't. Yeah, the list doesn't say who, but you know, he yeah.
Again,
Jack.
This is his one and only title run. Is that right?
Correct. Yes. Correct. Yeah. He. I think he when he teams up with Zeb Coulter over there, he then goes for another world title match, but doesn't win. I think he was ECW champ.
I mean, you know who? I
don't even know if he had a mid card.
You know who I think should have won that match, right?
Kofi Kingston, obviously.
Correct.
You. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right.
The biggest Kofi fan from day one.
So
right here, like.
So fun fact:
when he won at Mania, I lost it.
Oh, that was a good moment. Listen, that made our. When we did our WrestleMania. Did it make our WrestleMania main events?
It must have. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't the main event though.
It was a main event.
Yeah, but we quantified main events as the last match.
Regardless,
because we're going to start qualifying like, that's a main event.
It's the best moment in wrestling history.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Better than Hulk Hogan slamming Andre the Giant.
So, fun fact: 2010 is the year of 3 Money in the Bank winners, because at this point they go for 2 other Money in the Bank matches because they have their own dedicated pay-per-view.
Agreed.
So WrestleMania 26 was Jack Swagger. Then they do Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So you have a Raw briefcase and a SmackDown briefcase.
Oh, good Lord.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they probably were like, we're going to plan this so Jack can't be the fucking briefcase winner.
Get him out of here. Ever again.
So, first up on the list, just based off of the time the match actually happened, your next winner, which happened at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, was Kane. He won.
It's gotta be Kane!
He won it from Big Show. Not from, but Big Show, Christian, Cody Rhodes, Dolph Ziggler, Drew Mack, Kofi Kingston, and Matt Hardy.
That's a nice list.
That's a pretty good list. That's
nice
your
list.
SmackDown roster right there at the time.
It's insane to see somebody like Kane winning there at that time.
Right.
Because, you're just like,
a good hand.
He's just in there to be in there.
Yeah, like your first real veteran win, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, Rob Van Dam notwithstanding, but the Kane's a vet. Kane's your former champ, you know? I mean, Punk's second win, but whatever. But I'm a big fan of Kane. Kane also has the distinction of only for being the person to hold this briefcase for the shortest amount of time, because he cashes in on Rey Mysterio later that night, less than an hour later.
Wow.
And he wins he has some weird feud against Taker or something, and like the Nexus buries Undertaker alive. I don't know.
God,
it's very
I remember
weird.
that. Yeah,
but Kane with the world title, I like. The world title at this point is also like your veterans belt, like that's one like Mark Henry wins and Booker wins, maybe not the WWE title, but like, hey, listen, it's a world title,
So this isn't world changing. It's I think he could.
At that time, it was best for business.
Best for business. So what do we say, everybody? I drink to that.
Kane,
Kane.
deserved
I
it.
always have a soft spot for Kane.
So do I.
And this might be the last one I think of Kane.
But
when you put the mask back on, I'm like, that's cool, but I'm good.
But you have a hard spot for Blue Kane.
Blue Kane. Blue Kane, everybody. He's got ice powers. So yes, we're gonna drink to that.
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers. Glenn Jacobs, get out of fucking politics.
And get back in the goddamn ring.
Blue Kane's coming for you, bitch. Same pay-per-view. Over on the Raw side, Money in the Bank won by The Miz in a match against Chris Jericho, Edge, Evan Bourne, John Morrison, Mark Henry, Randy Orton, and Ted DiBiase Jr., just to clarify.
Right.
I didn't just bring up the $1 Million Man just for this match. I like this because he definitely... I think he's like that up-and-comer star. And you know what? In your 2 Money in the Bank matches, you get the veteran, who immediately cashes in. So he's good. He's the champ now. Miz is now Mr. Money in the Bank. You don't have 2 Mr. Money in the Banks. There's only one. He carries it until about, I think, like the day after Survivor Series when he cashes in on Randy Orton, who got beat down by the Nexus.
Right. Becomes
WWE champion, wins, beats John Cena at WrestleMania in a pretty spectacularly crappy match. But hey, he's a champ. His championship notwithstanding, I think he made a good briefcase holder, a good winner.
Didn't they do a match on Raw where it was him and Morrison for the briefcase, or was that for the title?
I think there might have been.
Because that match, I think that was like one of Morrison's,
I think
that was Morrison's last match on his first
on his first run. I think you're right, yeah.
That was a damn good match, I remember that. Holy shit.
When I think of Money in the Bank briefcase holders, I constantly think of... This is probably around the time Miz is kind of hounding a world champion and running in, thinking it's time, and cowardly just leaving when he realizes, he's still at 80%. Maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, so. I think he kind of what's the phrase? He
puts a footprint on. I feel what heels need to do with this piece.
Yes.
Even though Edge has been this first.
That's what I'm trying to say. He kind of like follows that same lane Edge did, but Edge was a little more chaotic. What's the fucking alignment?
Chaotic. I
think Edge
neutral or chaotic evil.
Chaotic evil, yes, and maybe Miz might be like a lawful evil or something like that. Like
Edge was straight up chaotic evil when he had the briefcase.
Yes,
and even when he was champion, he was straight up chaotic.
But evil. I do like it. I might put it to such good shit because I think a heel like Miz winning Money in the Bank, that's perfect. Because he can gloat, he can lose. All he's got to do is just get on the microphone and fucking run his mouth, and people are like, ah, damn it, or sneak, or like, I'm gonna fucking cash in. I'm gonna cash in.
I'll allow that.
I'll allow that.
I'll allow it. Right. Such good shit. I'll allow it.
2011.
What the fuck is that?
That's Mr. Daniel Bryan, my friend.
Wow. Okay.
SmackDown Money in the Bank match.
The picture's so far. Like,
these are taken from WWE.
It's a bad picture.
He wins it against Cody Rhodes, Heath Slater, Justin Gabriel, Kane, Sheamus, Sin Cara, and Wade Barrett.
Was Sin Cara even really in the match?
No, I think he got like written off real quick.
Yeah,
they threw him through a ladder.
His arm broke.
I think they said that just to be like, get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he sucks.
We're tired of you,
Mr. Go.
Daniel Bryan winning, I like.
Oh yeah, anything Daniel Bryan, I will take because. I liked him like since first seeing him. I mean, first match I ever saw him was when he faced McGinnis at the...
Same. I mean, that was the first match I seen, too.
Like, I was like, holy shit, this guy can go.
Yeah. And I feel like, he was definitely getting his rub. The rub, yes, brother. He was getting the rub, and this was also... So he was also the type... He was a squeaky clean babyface at the time. He was like, I'm going to call my shot at WrestleMania. Turns out he doesn't. He cashes in on, I think, a Big Show or Mark Henry cage match. He cashes in.
He beat the shit out of one of them with the chair shot.
Something like that, yeah.
Like, just beat him down with a chair. Yeah.
Yeah, so he wins the World Heavyweight Championship, carries it up until WrestleMania that year, when he gets bro-kicked by Sheamus for 18 seconds, which I think does way more for Daniel Bryan's career, because I think the yes-no movement really kind of propelled Daniel Bryan.
That match is still sore to me.
I understand. You missed it, right? Didn't you miss the whole thing?
I fucking missed the 18 seconds.
Pizza or something like that?
I went to go get plates for you monkeys.
Oh, yeah. But I think this
and
was
you're
a
all
good
like
win.
cheering and shit, and I'm like, what happened? And you're like, yeah, Daniel Bryan just lost in 18 seconds. I'm like, the fuck?
I think it happened at WrestleMania.
Shut up!
Oh my god!
Yeah, including my ass getting plates for you guys.
Yeah. I think
stupid being a good host.
Daniel Bryan winning is also like the whole he is an up and coming star. Like, he is on his way on, and this kind of solidifies him a little bit. I'd put him in such good shit.
Oh, Daniel Bryan, absolutely,
okay,
such good shit.
There we go. Conversely, if there's a company, if there's a man the people want, there's a man the company wants. For every Bret Hart winning the Royal Rumble, there's a Lex Luger winning the Royal Rumble. And your Lex Luger in 2011 is Alberto Del Rio winning the Raw briefcase. Wins against Alex Riley, Evan Bourne, Jack Swagger, Kofi Kingston, Rey Mysterio, R-Truth, and The Miz. At this point, I think Del Rio already won the 40-man Royal Rumble. So he already had his WrestleMania main event. At WrestleMania 25.
I don't know, that 40-man Royal Rumble, I'm sitting there, I was like, shit. I was like, Santino may win. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Del Rio's gonna win. Oh, fuck. I hate my life right now. I hated my life that night.
I liked Del Rio when he first debuted. At this point, I'm like, alright, this is enough. I like the whole rich... that gimmick is always... That's money. No pun intended. But, I've always liked it. Him winning, though, he cashes in on, I believe, CM Punk after SummerSlam. After Kevin Nash sticks the winner. And, yeah, there you go. Oh, this was also the pay-per-view where Punk wins the title and walks out, which we did a RudeBoyz retro rewatch for.
Yes, we did.
Check it out. So Del Rio winning, I'd put in it's fine.
You could go lower.
I could go lower.
There's plenty of teams.
I know there is plenty of. I mean, we're gonna get to some. We're gonna fill out some.
But I would say base this on at the time and not the
exactly. Yes. Yeah. But like Del Rio now, whatever, dude. But
I don't know.
He was thrown in there by Vince to take the title.
Correct. Yeah.
I never dug.
Well, he was gonna cash in at Money in the Bank after Punk won, but he gets kicked in the head and then Punk runs away.
Where?
Yep. There you go. I knew that was going to elicit that reaction.
Yeah.
But I think after Kevin Nash beats up CM Punk, which is a weird sentence to say, at SummerSlam, also a weird sentence to say, Del Rio runs in and cashes in. I think it's fine. Might be a little high as I'm reliving these histories, these moments.
I would put what were they thinking?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
There you go. Del Rio, what were they thinking? Alrighty, 2012. The year the Mayans predicted we would die. Dolph Ziggler.
Also the year Macho Man died.
Was it really?
Well, yeah. Wasn't that the year of the Rapture?
Oh yeah, everybody had those pictures up of
Macho Man elbow dropping Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Dolph Ziggler winning your 2012 SmackDown Money in the Bank, going up against Christian, Cody Rhodes, Damian Sandow, Santino Marella, Sin Cara, Tensai, Albert. Tyson Kidd. Yes, I remember.
Oof, man.
Yeah, SmackDown, baby. SmackDown roster. What's up?
Dolph Ziggler was definitely the best choice, huh?
Well, I think this was one of the years that Cody was promised to win, and then they're like, "Nah, we're gonna give it to Ziggler." I think, right? Yeah, I'm looking at the next year. Because 2 years in a row, Cody should have won. I don't know where he was at that point, but
So,
look where he is now.
Not
So
there yet.
yeah, not there.
So,
but-
what do you want to talk about?
But so Ziggler holds the championship, holds the briefcase for about 270 days. Cashes in Raw after Mania. Big cash in, one of the better cash ins at that time.
That's when he was
and that I think
with AJ
and Big E.
and Big E.
Yep.
When actually, and Big E was the first NXT champion to show up on Raw.
No, Seth Rollins would have been. Seth Rollins was NXT champ when...
Was Shield still?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was like this weird thing, this weird like alignment
okay.
that happened with NXT where
you,
Seth Rollins was your face champion, but then he shows up on TLC or
you know
Survivor
what?
Series.
You know 100% better than I do,
I'm a
so
nerd.
I'm not even gonna argue or give you the typical we'll agree to disagree bullshit.
That's fair.
I'm just gonna straight up
Be
submit.
Like, sure. But Dolph Ziggler winning,
Show you my belly.
I think it... Okay.
Like a dog.
I like. I would say I'd drink to that. I think the cash-in was good. And,
Yeah.
maybe Ziggler... It was always Ziggler's time, which he'll always
Ziggler, another
beat that drum. This was 2012. This has been 10 years still. 11 years.
Ziggler is like another like. I've been a fan of like him. Like I've been a fan of Kofi.
Sure. Ooh.
Like whoa, calm down.
Oh, no! What happened? Uh-oh.
Oh God!
Wait. Presentation mode.
You've ruined everything. The face palm.
We're back. Give it a second. Hold on. All right. Hands off.
Oh my
The
God!
Merchandise.
How about you get your beer off of where the mouse is?
Supposed to put it?
How about in the chair where you've been having it? Because it's been safe there.
All right, fine. Relax.
Jeez Louise.
Where are we ranking Dolph Ziggler?
I'll drink to that.
All right, there we
Now
go.
you got to stretch to get your beer again.
Here, I'll drink to that. Take it up, everybody. Dolph Ziggler. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
He did.
Yeah. I mean, if you didn't get concussions every fucking
Day.
6 months. Over on the Raw side,
God.
your smallest Money in Bank match, actually, because I think it was all previous champions.
Yeah.
John Cena beats Big Show, Chris Jericho, Kane, and The Miz. He holds the contract for about a week, and he loses the cash-in.
That's a Money in the Bank match that just had all world titles.
Yes, all old ex-champs, yeah.
Ex-champions,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and I guess Raw was
a
like,
champion
fuck.
of champions.
Kind of, yeah. That's what it was. He won it weird, like he's beating up Big Show with the briefcase, and he just rips it off. Not even like hooks it, whoa, like he's like, oh my god, I won it. That meme face.
Was there ever a story that said somebody else should have won that title, and that was just a big gap?
I don't have a lot of like the behind the scenes stuff. I think like at that, excuse me. I think at that point that's just how it was. I think he goes into cash in on Punk. But I think Big Show shows up and causes a DQ or something like that.
The first failure.
The first failure.
The first failure.
Yes.
Right.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
the last. I would put this in. Come on.
Yeah.
John Cena. This
Yeah.
is also your first time. You're like,
Yeah.
really? Like,
Yeah.
This does
Really?
nothing.
Yeah.
Money
Yeah.
in the Bank.
Actually, I'd probably even put it-
more about John Cena.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just to progress the storyline. This was also John Cena's bad year when he lost to Rock, and he's like, oh man, but still main eventing every pay per view. I think he got fired, but he never lost a day. He beat up John Laurinaitis.
This is when he turned into Juan Cena.
That was with the Nexus. That might have been
that's
early.
funny.
That might have been like a year or two
Okay.
ago. But yes, you're right.
I didn't even put it in its trash.
I would put it in the trash. Okay, yep.
Like, he
Again,
didn't
talking it through, I'm like,
He didn't need it. He
didn't
didn't.
need it. This is like your Batista winning the Rumble the second time. This is like
Yeah.
your Brock winning the Rumble the second time. Like, it's like, why?
Yeah.
Sorry, John. Sorry, John.
No, I'm not. You're where you belong. In this situation.
Sure.
So therefore, is this the same year as the next guy? Is this
No. So that was the same year as Ziggler.
as Ziggler.
So again, you got your guy that, like, all right, this guy's gonna be the Mr. Money in the Bank for the
Yeah.
year, and this guy's just gonna have it for a fucking plot device.
Stupid!
So there you go. Next Money in the Bank winner, 2013, Damien Sandow, beating the grouping of Cesaro, Cody Rhodes, Dean Ambrose, Fandango, Jack Swagger, and Wade Barrett. This is also the second year in a row Cody said he was going to win, and they were like, nah.
So, what do you want to talk about?
Okay, again.
Always.
Okay. I think the only good thing about Sandow is this nice leather briefcase he shows up with.
I hated it.
Made by
Like,
Renee's.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, that's, I like. You know, like, I mean, Rob Van Dam did it. Punk had his logo on it or some shit. I don't fucking know. But, like, make it your own way.
Slapped his sticker on there, too.
Yes,
Didn't he, at
yes.
some point?
Yeah, but
This is the most personalized person.
No,
I
this
agree,
looked like a
yes.
giant Hershey bar.
Well, listen, it's fancy, my guy.
Hey, listen, if you're not
Stupid.
up on fine leather goods, I understand. If you just feel like you just
Fine
want
leather
to
jackets.
you just want to eat couches, that's cool. But this was
Only when they look as delicious as milk chocolate like
It
that.
does look pretty
but-
delicious.
Like
from
that
this,
briefcase.
At this,
it's weathered tobacco. It's
ooh,
good.
I'm sure it smells amazing, too.
I'm sure it's good between graham crackers and with some marshmallows on there.
I would put Sandow's win, I would go as high as what were they thinking.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I know
What?
we did get to a conclusion. They were thinking not that highly of him. So
Yes, again, yes, and he did lose. He's now you're at this point your second cash-in loss against injured John Cena, so he couldn't even beat an injured John Cena.
wow.
So the whole point of Money in the Bank giving you your opportunity against a champion who was weakened, and he still fucked that up.
But he's super.
So then I would maybe put him in. Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'll agree.
All right,
Especially when you have like people like Dean Ambrose in there,
Cody,
Cody,
Wade
like-
Barrett.
So like Wade Barrett, Wade Barrett definitely needed that.
I agree.
Dean Ambrose probably not so much because
At that
like,
point, no, because he will get his.
Is he post Shield?
I think he might be still Shield.
Shield,
Yeah.
and they're
Well,
kind of
'cause
having
we're
problems.
We're gonna get to
some
obviously
good
Yeah,
shit.
your first Shield winner.
Yeah.
With Roman Reigns to win, what the fuck am I gonna make? Anyway, your next Money in the Bank winner, Randy Orton, beating the team again, beating the group of Christian, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Rob Van Dam, and Sheamus. Randy Orton goes on to cash in on Daniel Bryan, and yeah, and that whole thing happened.
Yep.
So, I would say, what were they thinking? I mean, out of that group, probably Daniel Bryan. I mean, he already won it. He was already world champ. Same with Punk.
Yeah, but with how they were beating
Maybe
Bryan,
because this was Christian's second run.
but with how they were beating Bryan
Actually, no, that's not
down,
true.
him winning the Money in the Bank briefcase probably would have been really good.
Bryan?
Yeah,
Well, no, he goes on to
I know.
win at
WrestleMania.
SummerSlam.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh, right, and then that's SummerSlam
So his
ends.
story kind of continues.
That SummerSlam ends.
Yeah, at
when he
that
wins,
point,
right?
yes, you're right. Nothing happens after
Nothing
that.
happens.
Right.
Nothing to see here.
Yep.
Does this end up leading us to WrestleMania 30? Is that right?
Eventually,
Yeah,
yeah.
eventually,
Well,
yeah.
because then they do the unification match, him and Cena,
Oh god.
and then
So much
WrestleMania. There is a lot. Listen, there's
There's a lot of history
a
that
lot going
happens
on
in this
there.
year.
It's amazing I get laid. There's just no so goddamn much about it. Fantasy make-believe sports.
We all say that.
Yep. But Randy Orton winning.
I'll put what were they thinking?
Yeah, okay. That's my dad. Cool.
As much as I like Orton,
Yeah.
homeboy didn't need
He
it.
didn't need it.
No.
All right, so now we're back to one world title and now one Money in the Bank match for a couple years. 2014 winner Money in the Bank Seth Rollins beats the group, got it right this time, of Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston, Jack Swagger, and Rob Van Dam. He just keeps popping up every year. He's like the Undertaker of Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Seth was your right pick. Seth has that swarmy heelness in him where he can, he doesn't need wins. He just needs one good chance, and he got that at WrestleMania 31. Yes.
Yes.
Is
Where
That's the best cash.
That's the
right?
best cash.
where I was
If
trying
we
to
were
do
doing
math.
cash-ins, that
That's
was
the
the best cash.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's good. I think it and I mean, Seth Rollins now, your current World Heavyweight Champion, he is a bona fide star.
Yeah.
And I think that also kind of I mean, John Cena notwithstanding, like you could see like these low Pete and Randy Orton notwithstanding are like, you didn't really need that. You take them out of the ballpark, your stars are up here.
Mm-hmm. I'll put Seth in such good shit.
I'll put Seth in such good shit as well. Okay.
I mean, that cash-in is what really made that.
Yes.
Like, holy shit. He, like, heist of the
century. Yep. 2015, won by Sheamus.
Almost.
In the match was Dolph Ziggler, Kane, Kofi Kingston, Neville, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns. Sheamus does the same thing Orton did 2 years ago, where I think Roman beats somebody for the title. And it's like a big surprise, like, hey, great, how cool, great job. And then Sheamus catches in because now you need because, like, we need a new heel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we need the chase. The money's in the chase. Right. And nobody wanted Roman Reigns to even be in the title picture. I would put Sheamus in, oh, come on.
Yeah.
I don't think he necessarily needed it. It adds to his, he's Royal Rumble winner, Money in the Bank winner, everything but the IC championship.
It's a toss-up between Oh Come On or what were they thinking?
I think it's trash.
Ooh. Whoa.
I think it's trash. Sheamus has this career that he got all the accolades first.
A reaction.
And then he got all the respect after. That's how I feel about Sheamus' career.
Could you say that about Roman also right now?
Yes.
Yeah. That's just the thing. Once the WWE machine chews you up enough, they take that piece of coal and just run it in everybody's face until you get a diamond. Yeah. Years and years and years and years later, there you go.
He shines like a diamond.
He does shine like a diamond, yes.
Light on,
I'm really surprised they went with like a white background too with him, because I mean he would just disappear into
you would just see red hair and a beard
and a briefcase.
Yeah.
So, where are we putting Sheamus? I think you and I are under the agreement we're going to put him in. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
there's vetoes.
There's
still vetoes.
Yep.
The vetoes are out there.
How does Ophelia feel about this?
She's tossing between us and her D&D game right now.
Okay.
So
I'm sure she'll see the
pop.
updates.
Yeah, she'll pop in.
I won't burn this veto.
Well, again, we might, if you guys do have both vetoes, that are like, okay, like
come back and
listen,
yeah.
we can figure this out. 2016 winner Dean Ambrose won it in a match also including Del Rio, Cesaro, Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. Dean was your right winner. This was also the time where all three members of the Shield. What am I supposed to say? Blue Elephants? What am I supposed to say?
Blue Elephants.
Nope. No, sorry.
Blue Elephants.
Nope, sorry. Oh my god. All three members of the Shield.
Ridiculous.
I see your face. All three members of the Shield win the world title. Because I think Seth wins it from Roman, and Dean cashes in on him later that night.
My favorite.
Right after the match.
Is Kevin Owens in this match?
Kevin Owens is also in this match.
Is this the one where everybody's on a ladder cutting a promo?
I think that was the start of it. Yeah.
Appleton.
Appleton.
Yeah, I won the first one. Appleton.
Oh yes.
Appleton.
Like, what?
Appleton. Jericho's just straight up doing like an office bit where he's just lying.
He's like just straight up lying.
He's just straight up lying to everybody.
I mean, you were there, but you didn't win it.
I would put this in such good shit. This is one of my favorite cash-ins.
Right.
Because I love the fact that all three members of the Shield were champions. Like, in one night. Like, it's one of my favorite things.
Yes. So the next two Money in the Bank winners. This is now we're introducing the concept of a women's Money in the Bank. The history of the first women's Money in the Bank match was the fact that it was won by a man. That man was James Ellsworth, who was in cahoots with Carmella. So what they end up doing is on SmackDown they throw that match out and they do it again.
Wait, there was an uproar about it.
Yes, because you're a man won, helped win the women's Money in the Bank.
This almost already starts with...
This is like Santina in the Women's Battle Royal at WrestleMania 25.
Yeah.
Santina Marella. But they end up throwing that out, and doing it again on SmackDown. Same result. No James Ellsworth. So Carmella's not technically a 2-time winner. She only wins once, and they're really just kind of take it from that SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Excuse me. She was in a match with Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Natalya, and Tamina. So this is SmackDown Women's. Also, Money in the Bank was a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view also. So it was only the roster from SmackDown, and now only the women off that roster. And it was pretty anemic. So that was pretty much all you had. I definitely think Becky should have won. But Becky's, hindsight being what it is, we now know Becky's rise didn't fucking need that. And probably better for it. But Carmella, was she ever going to win the title without Money in the Bank? I don't think so.
No, she definitely
So I could put it in one of the middle categories myself.
I'll put with it's fine.
Yeah, Carmella's fine. I think I don't know, was she face? No, she had James Ellsworth. She was a heel.
Yeah.
Carmella's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Speaking of it's fine, Baron Corbin winning yes, yep, he sure did.
No, this is news to me.
Yes, Baron Corbin won the Money in the Bank ladder match against AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Put it in trash.
This is such a good list.
Put it in trash.
He definitely did not.
Baron Corbin?
He definitely did not. Yep. Fillion repeats everything we just said.
Jesus.
Baron Corbin, sorry, guy. I'm sure you're a very good hand.
All the accolades,
but
all the talent that's in that match.
He went back
and you gave it to that guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's still employed.
On the same night, you also had James Ellsworth win a title match.
That's a very fair point.
Oh,
who was world? Oh, I think like Orton and Jinder Mahal were your title match.
Wow.
So I'm thinking they're not.
What year is this?
This is 2017. This was like fresh, new brand split.
Oh man!
Wow.
Wait, Dean was in the, or maybe Dean was in the world title.
This is absolutely.
I don't remember.
Well, no.
News,
No, Dean was
No, I think Dean was your SmackDown World Champ.
I think you're right. Yeah.
During the first, but then AJ, I don't remember.
Well, AJ was just in the
Andrew
match.
basically echoes. It was just all a blur.
It's
All a blur.
Garbage.
Garbage.
I'm probably really more into wrestling.
And I think he fails at a cash-in. I think he fails cash-in on.
Well, he's definitely not been a world champ.
Cena? But Cena wasn't champ. Oh no, Cena I think won. He beat AJ for his 16th world title. Yes, and he still fucking lost. What are you gonna do? Anyway, now I think we go back to dual brands.
Okay.
But we still have women's and men's. So your women's winner of the Money in the Bank 2018, Alexa Bliss, winning against Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Ember Moon, Lana, Naomi, Natalya, and Sasha Banks.
Wow, that's such a good list.
It's such a good list.
That is a very all over the place list.
Yeah, no, but it's.
I mean, I think your outlier being Lana.
Yeah.
At this point, I think Alexa Bliss was still, she was SmackDown Women's Champ, so she was a previous champ at the time. I don't think Ember Moon was, Natalya was your veteran, Becky, at this point, I don't really know where her trajectory was. She must have, no, because I think Charlotte beat Carmella for the title,
because...
and then Becky turns heel, and then...
still another year out.
Right.
Might be, yeah.
Because no woman is allowed to hold the title until Charlotte Flair shows up.
Yep. She's got that spider sense that goes off. It's like, ooh, somebody won a title. It's
person.
It's like Brock Lesnar when there's a WWE, the black WWE champion.
Yeah, oh my
God. Here I go.
Don't get me fucking started on that bullshit.
He wakes up from hibernation.
Jesus Christ, do not get me started on that
Rita
bullshit.
Repulsa.
Oh my... Oh.
At last! Alright,
oh, it makes me so fucking angry.
She cashes in later that night, I think against Ronda? Or Nia Jax? Or... There's no way to know.
I would put
She didn't really need it.
No, if it's someone like Nia Jax...
Speculation, I don't know for a fact. You want me to find out? I'll find out right now.
Hey, even if it's someone like Ronda.
Oh, you know what? I think it was Nia versus Ronda for the title, and I think...
Is that when Nia screams, "Oh, my hole"?
No, that's not it.
Oh.
She caused a disqualification, and then... So that's a pretty good use of your money.
So she cashed in.
She went in, caused a DQ in the match, and then cashed in. That's not a bad cash.
I'll put two. I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
So she'd be what, Nia?
Alexa Bliss. Yeah, she ends up beating Nia.
Oh, definitely. I'll drink to that. Yeah.
All right. Same year, same pay per view.
I
think I'm out.
No, that's.
I'll drink the suds.
Oh, you drink your suds.
Same pay per view, same night.
Uh-huh.
Braun Strowman winning the men's Money in the Bank against Bobby Roode, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Kofi Kingston, Rusev, Samoa Joe, and The Miz.
This is another really good list of current.
Yes, I agree. Braun, I'm sure, didn't need it. I don't think he was... No, he was world champ at the WrestleMania, the COVID WrestleMania. So, he was not world champ at the time. I would put it in its fine.
Braun Strowman? What were they thinking?
Yeah, okay.
Oh my god.
Is this what pushes Braun Strowman?
Sometimes you need that big guy. You know, sometimes you need that, like... He might not be the atypical ladder match guy, but like you need a Kane every so often. You need like...
Yeah, but Kane's good.
I don't think I'd ever say I'm a Kane fan. I don't think Kane's good.
If you look at
I just
all
like
of
the
these,
mystique
Compared to Braun Strowman.
I think Braun's got he could probably outwork Kane in his peak. Yeah, like Braun peak versus Kane peak. I think Braun will win.
Disagree.
All right. Well, I mean, fireballs. Yeah, there's always fire.
If this was a job interview and you looked at all of those guys and everything that you wanted to take them and hire them and put them up, and you thought Braun was the best shot, I kind of agree with Tommy here.
Okay. Because again, it's like the same thing. It's like oh, Mabel must have won every single Royal Rumble because nobody can get him out of the ring. I get it. All right, I can put what were they thinking. All right, you guys won me over. He does end up cashing. He calls his cash in at excuse me, Hell in a Cell against Roman Reigns.
He can't do a sneaky cash in.
No, I think I think he tried faking a cash in, or I'm going to come cash in. I think Brock Lesnar always showed up, but Brock Lesnar shows up. Brock Lesnar shows up and causes a DQ in the Hell in a Cell match because or like a no contest or something like that. Yep, I know, Tom. Listen, you want to talk about Hell in a Cell matches with shitty finishes? They're going to happen more often than you think. We just watched one, but that was a snuff film.
Well, I'm more talking about the Seth Rollins. What was it? Seth Rollins
and the Fiend.
Oh my god!
Or even like I think it was Seth and Dean, right? Doesn't Dean take a camera or something and the camera explodes on him or something like that?
Yeah, that's the one.
Right?
Yep.
I hate you, WWE. Fine. Yeah.
2019. Fine. 2019.
Moving on.
Women's Money in the Bank winner Bayley in the match against Carmella, Dana Brooke, Ember Moon, Mandy Rose, Naomi, Natalya, and Nikki Cross. I like this. I would drink to this.
Sure.
She cashes in later that night, I think, against Charlotte. So that's always a good.
And then Charlotte came back 6 months later to beat Bayley.
Well, I think Bayley. This is the
broke both her
championship reign she has when she becomes heel.
Nice.
So I'll cheers to that, boys. Same pay-per-view. Here we go.
Oh boy!
This was a mystery addition to this. This up and comer from OVW, Brock Lesnar, beating Ali, Andrade, Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, Randy Orton, and Ricochet. I think Brock having Money in the Bank was more entertaining than Brock ever being in Money in the Bank. Everything I said about Braun, too, of sometimes it's the biggest guy, Brock definitely shouldn't have been in this match at all. He shouldn't have won this match at all. I take it all back.
You get Boombox Brock, right?
You got the Brock party, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he ends up failing a cash-in, too. I think he gets ruined or something. Oh, no. I think he cashes in on Kofi.
No, that loss happens when SmackDown first premiered on Fox.
Which might have been
I don't think that was a code. I don't think he called it.
No way to know. Let's find out.
Live research.
Right now. Brock Lesnar along with Paul Heyman put out a warning to Universal Champion Seth Rollins and WWE Champion Kofi Kingston, who appeared via the wild card rule on SmackDown. WWE Champion Kofi Kingston interrupted following week. The crusty voice.
So we're
putting this into its trash.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That stopped me from watching WWE for like a good few years, like a good couple of years.
I mean, that is very shitty. That's a very shitty thing.
And you fucked with my boy.
That's true.
My sweet baby boy, Kofi
2020.
Kingston.
What a wacky time this was. So the 2020 Money in the Bank was one of the first events they did during COVID. Yes, it was. You guys are now at a point. Oh, okay. They are. They did a cinematic Money in the Bank match.
Very casual watching
men
at this point
and
for
women
all of us.
Were in the same match, but like they never wrestled each other. You know, they were like over there or something like that. It was a weird. This was a whole thing. They had it at Titan Towers. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Right.
They had it at Titan Towers.
So this is like a very wacky.
This was a very wacky time.
Yeah.
For the women's Money in the Bank, Asuka beats out Carmella, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, Nia Jax, and Shayna Baszler. Asuka then goes on to just turn around on Raw and win the world title because Becky relinquishes it because of her pregnancy.
I must say that
it's a great way to cash in.
Yeah, it's a great way.
Just like oh, let me take that. Here you go. Like, okay, cool. I didn't do anything.
The belt was in the briefcase.
Yeah, like they did a whole like
it
was in you the whole time.
Yeah,
the WWE the Women's Raw Championship was friends we made along the way. I think Asuka winning though is good, especially with the roster they had at the time.
Sure.
Asuka's always entertaining,
and the time
running on a high level.
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
If I ever want to feel like I need to cry, I will go back and watch the clip of her announcing her pregnancy.
Yeah, and she's so that's genuine.
Learning this, saying, "Oh mom,
yeah,
oh mom,"
very cute.
It's super cute.
I would add drink to this. I think it's just such good shit, but like I think Asuka's like a yes. I like that a lot, you know,
because I win everything, and I don't need to really win everything.
Yeah, no, that works. So I'll put her in. I'll drink to that.
Sure.
You think, okay.
Yeah.
Same match.
Swig it.
Oh, sorry, boys. Same match. Same event. Same match. Otis winning Money in the Bank in the male portion.
So what happens next year?
In the same. What do you mean what happens next year?
Fucking trash.
Oh. We were high on Otis though, because that was like he had that whole like romance storyline with Dolph Ziggler. I mean, Dolph Ziggler was a part of it with Mandy Rose.
This was the beginning and end for this man.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Yeah, but now what he's doing, what he's doing now,
I guess he has suffered now
yes.
long enough.
Yes.
But
they need to win the tag titles.
But at
one point
it was contested with AJ Styles, Aleister Black, Daniel Bryan, King Corbin, and Rey Mysterio.
Oh, King Corbin now.
King Corbin.
He upgraded.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he
evolved. King of the Ring.
He held the King's Rock for while he got traded.
It's trash with the caliber.
Otis also he lost the Money in the Bank to the Miz. The Miz ended up cashing in on Drew, I think,
and fucking up and not. Did he end up getting?
I think he beat Drew, and then Lashley beats Miz.
Right, in like on Raw
or something.
Yeah.
Again, the Thunderdome era was a weird time.
I could not watch the Thunderdome era.
It was
mainly because it was horrible, and just the shit people were putting up on the screen were just hysterical, and I just couldn't pay attention to what was in the ring.
Chris Benoit's mugshot, but like that one picture we all
there was
like in his kitchen or something.
Yeah, there was a Pikachu. There were dildos.
Yep.
It was ridiculous.
It's a Wild West, man.
I
I like Otis. He should not have won. I don't know why. I'm sure they were like, anything could happen to WWE, right? Yeah, sorry, Otis. Sorry, Otis. Sorry, Otis. 2021 Women's Money in the Bank winner, Nikki ASH, almost, or a superhero, or whatever it is, I don't know, or superhero gimmick. Going against Asuka, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Zelina Vega, Natalya, and Tamina. She cashes in, I think, on Raw, I think against Charlotte, and holds the championship for, what do they call it, a cup of coffee? That's it. Yeah, not really doing anything. I don't know. I guess it was one of those like feel good moments, like, oh cool, yay, like we like her, but maybe not like with this gimmick. So maybe what were they thinking?
Yeah, what were they thinking?
Yep.
I'll put it in.
Over on the men's side, though, Big E, enormous E, wins it. In a match featuring Ricochet, John Morrison, Riddle, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, King Nakamura, and Seth Rollins.
Put it in.
I think Big E
such
wins.
good
That is one of your old classic, like, yes, this man is going to be world champ.
Yep.
Is going to be a good time. Like, here we go.
Yep.
And then he cashes in. He calls his shot. I think he cashes in. He's like Lashley or Drew Mac are in a match, and he's like, well, okay, guess what? The winner, I'm cashing in on. Like, that's it. That's what you gotta do. And he holds it for, unfortunately, shorter than he should have. He should have had it a lot longer.
Why is that? What happened?
Brock Lesnar awakened from his from the Lesnar sleep, and then
this needs to go full circle, and
someone's got to beat Brock.
Someone from the New Day
has
has to beat Brock when they're back at home.
Someone from New Day, The
New Day just needs to have a feud with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
And then just constantly beat him up.
And everybody's going to agree, that's a fair feud.
Like, and I'm just worried that if Xavier ever wins this and cashes in, it's like...
Wow.
It's like...
dude.
It's like when...
Brock Lesnar coming out to walk.
It's like when fucking a woman is holding the title. Charlotte Flair awakens.
Yep, there you go.
Here we go. Like, what the fuck? Go
Charlotte
away.
Flair awakens.
You idiots.
So yeah, but Big E winning, that's good shit. That is such good shit, one would say.
Such good shit.
2022 Women's Money in the Bank winner, Liv Morgan, against Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Becky Lynch, Lacey Evans, Raquel Rodriguez, and Shotzi. She goes in to unceremoniously cash in within 24 hours, as is like the previous female winners. Liv winning gives me like Carmella vibes. Okay, cool. Like, I like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I like this. I would drink to that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she had a better trajectory than Carmella. Carmella was the first first women Money in the Bank winner, so it was kind of hard to be like,
yeah,
that's the first one you want.
Yeah,
I mean, cool, but like, I think Liv's a good winner.
Yeah, I'm definitely like glad that she got the rub she needed.
This is, I think, still in that place where I was thinking of Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, where we're gonna put you up to that next echelon.
Yeah.
And now she's a champion, and you're still working to get all the way over. Is she all the way over? Is she like top tier with Morgan
now?
Still working towards it.
I mean, she's still. I don't think she's lost in the shuffle yet. Because this is just a year ago.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think she was only champ once.
Has she already gone back to tag though?
Yeah.
She's women's tag.
But I mean, that means you're still kind of in the mix, and it's tough with your Asukas, your Rheas, your Biancas, your Charlotte Flair, your Becky's. Like they're all vying for those. Those are your women main event. Like that's without a doubt. Trish Stratus is there. Over on the men's side, as a mystery inclusion, Austin Theory won it in a match with Drew McIntyre, Madcap Moss, Omos, Riddle, Sami Zayn, Seth freaking Rollins, and Sheamus. So again, thinking that this is 2022, so Sami Zayn is still bloodline adjacent. Sheamus is probably a couple months away from everybody realizing, like, oh shit, yeah, fucking Sheamus, right? Sheamus, our guy, you know? Obviously, with Austin Theory winning, still has Vince McMahon's fingerprints still up in, the WWE for another couple of months. Yes.
On this one.
I think Austin Theory's win, they wanted to try to do, like, a Miz thing again. I've always liked Austin Theory. Like, even, they were... I remember, like, seeing his shit from Evolve. And I'm like, man, like, he's... Like, this guy... He's kind of got the full package. Like, he looks good, he talks good, he wrestles good. Like, relax. I see the smirking over there.
What?
All right.
What the fuck is your
I'm going to look at the reaction. Yep. There it is.
There's
but
no audio evidence.
he
of
was
anything.
100% not ready
No.
to win this. He ends up cashing against the U.S. champ and losing because at this point Roman Reigns is, undisputed. He ain't beating Roman Reigns. He has a couple fun cash-in attempts
With Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley or like that
even
fucking
Brock.
who's that boxer from Clash of the Castle. Remember he punched him? Well, he tried to Tyson Fury. Yes. Yeah, he punches him.
Like poke me in the eye.
Also, I would.
Yeah, you see how fucking close
sorry,
you got?
yeah.
God damn. Idiot.
I as high as I put him is what were they thinking?
Yeah, same.
Okay.
And that was the first time someone with the briefcase went for the mid card.
Correct. Yes. Again, because I think they were like, Vince is out.
You got too much.
Hunter's like, I don't like this. Also, it's like, I don't like this anymore. Get him out of here with this.
You're done, son.
You're done. So now this year, 2023, your current Mr. and Ms. What?
No.
Oh,
With you almost poking me in the eye.
sorry. Your men's and women's Money in the Bank winners. Over on the male side, Damian Priest beating out Butch, LA Knight, Shinsuke Nakamura, Logan Paul, Ricochet, and Santos Escobar. I feel like from your boys, your consensus was LA Knight should have won. LA Knight was your... You don't think so?
I think...
Who was your number one pick? Damian Priest. Okay. Damian Priest would be my number two pick. But like a very close, And then
LA Knight was my number 2.
Oh, so there you go.
Yeah.
It's no Baron Corbin,
It definitely, you know what?
It's no
You know
Otis.
what?
No
It's no
Otis.
Otis.
No
No
OTs.
Otis, there's no Baron
It's
Corbin.
most definitely not
Brock Lesnar.
no Otis or Brock Lesnar, yeah.
Or John Cena.
I would, if LA Knight won such good shit, I would put in such good shit. I would put I Drink to That.
I would say such good shit because of
He did,
what,
you know what?
because of what it is implicating now. Because now you have Finn who still wants the title.
Sure, yeah.
And now
we're still playing this out. Like we did
Yeah.
take everyone else's Money in the Bank, cash in,
Yeah.
Reigns.
But
and now we're only a week removed, and they haven't cashed in, which is a shock. The longest held women's Money in the Bank in a while.
well, she tried to cash in last night.
True, but you didn't.
Well,
so
it
where
was a failed
are we
attempt.
putting Damian Priest?
I would say such good shit. One, I've also been such a fan of him.
And don't get me wrong, I think his match with Bad Bunny at Backlash, I think that shows that like Damian Priest,
his
this
match-
is a reward.
And his
This
match,
is a reward.
and his match with Rollins a few weeks ago.
He can be a
Put it in
It's gonna
such good shit.
be-
Yeah, okay, fine, fuck it. I like it.
You gotta veto that down.
I thought about it, but
Yeah.
I'm good. And then your most recent Money in the Bank winner, your women's Money in the Bank winner, Io Sky.
I would say I'll drink to that. Like she,
Slow roll. She wins it. Sky clearly forget. We did 35 of these already, and now you're like forgetting how to work this. Bailey, Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, Zelina Vega, Zoe Stark. I would drink to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
pretty much
I
what
like
just
it. I like it. So, quick rundown I'll do, just to recap where
Sure.
we're at. Such good shit. Your S tier. We got Edge, Rob Van Dam, The Miz, Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Big E, and Damian Priest. I'll drink to that. CM Punk's first Money in the Bank win. Kane, Dolph Ziggler, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Asuka, Liv Morgan, and Io Sky. It's fine. CM Punk's second Money in the Bank win, and Carmella. Over on What Were They Thinking? Ken Kennedy, Alberto Del Rio, Randy Orton, Braun Strowman, Nikki ASH, and Austin Theory. Oh, come on, Jack Swagger, Damian Sandow, and Sheamus. And it's trash. Sorry, Otis. John Cena, Baron Corbin, Brock Lesnar, and Otis. Do you have any vetoes? I'm good with this.
I'm good with it. I'm good with this list.
Okay. We'll give Aphelion a moment to think about if she's got a veto, or anybody else in the chat for that matter. I guess I have to say that, but it's Aphelions. It's the Aphelion show. Physical Rude Nation veto, because this is such a special occasion of having somebody in the studio with us. Andrew, you have a veto. And it can't be unvetoed. We've relinquished our vetoes. What? The Rude Nation vetoes are actually kind of like carte blanche.
Unless we think it's completely ridiculous.
I mean, yes. If you want to uproot the whole system, then yeah, we'd have to step in. But so he's thinking, always thinking.
I'm surprised Triple H never put himself into like.
Triple H was probably like, you know what? I ain't doing another fucking ladder match ever in my life.
Yeah, seriously.
Blew out both quads. Like, come on.
He's like, I'll do fucking hardcore matches. I don't give a shit.
I'll do a no holds barred match. I don't care.
I will never do one of these fucking matches again.
Randy Orton.
Oh.
Randall Keith Orton.
RKO.
Oh, you figured it out. You solved my puzzle. You solved my initial puzzle.
I would like to veto Randy Orton.
Oh.
I'd like to renegotiate to him to go down to the Oh Come On list.
Okay.
Can we talk about
I'm okay with that.
Can we talk about that match again?
Yeah, sure. So Randy Orton won.
Two other people that I would rather see win the briefcase at that point in time, right?
Randy Orton beat Christian, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Rob Van Dam, and Sheamus. If I remember correctly, I think Rob Van Dam not re-debuts, but I guess returns at this pay-per-view. This might have been in Detroit or some shit, or wherever he's from. Right, Detroit?
So there's a couple other folks in
Michigan,
that,
right? Yeah.
Like Christian, again.
Right.
About Christian. But has Christian already won a world title at this point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He traded it back and forth with Orton and Del Rio.
But I just think, Christian having a briefcase would just be as good as Ed. Not as good, but it'd be there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what Sheamus was really doing at that time. Like I said, Rob Van Dam I think just came back just for the fuck of it, for a paycheck. Mm-hmm. Punk I think moves into his feud with Paul Heyman, which leads to the match with Brock, which leads to the match with Ryback, which leads to Shields. No, that was previous.
Up, is what you're saying?
Kind of. I don't know what's up Christian. Like, how was Christian with the WWE the second time? Or he kind of just fizzled out, right? Didn't he get hurt, concussion, and it was but I mean, I'm with you. I think if we were to put the two faces of WWE at that time, what you're seeing in your Orton, I'll take anything Orton does every day over the week. Because I think Cena's the guy, Cena's the face. Cena doesn't need Rumble wins, but he gets them. Cena doesn't need Money in the Bank, but he gets them, you know? I think it's I mean, Kane is up there too, but Orton is...
Where is Kane?
Kane is in I'll drink to that.
No, I still want to pick on Randy Orton.
Okay, no problem.
I still want to pick on Randy Orton.
So you want to bump Orton down?
I want to bump Orton down.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm fine,
I'm cool with that. I think it's
cool
still in the same vicinity, so...
Yeah, he just didn't need it.
He didn't need it. I mean, his move was to hold it because they might have known that. I was like, alright, we're going to give the belt to Bryan, but not really.
Yeah.
So... Oh, God, yeah, that led to a bad fucking...
So Bryan held that title for the night of SummerSlam.
For, a couple minutes. And then Orton cashes in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Alright. Oh, come on. I guess we'll pop in there, I think. If Aphelian's active in the chat, if she's got a veto, you'd like to, we can hang tight for a minute.
Yeah, totally.
So what we did was we just moved Randy Orton down from What Were They Thinking to Oh Come On, which I think is still a fair range for that win to be. Oh God, excuse me.
Too many wings?
Too many wings.
You okay?
Yeah. It's funny how it doesn't hit me like right after; it hit me like hours after. Feeling so she's good.
Yeah.
All right.
It's there.
There we go.
Awesome.
So, final listing as per right now. Such good shit. Edge, Rob Van Dam, Miz, Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Big E, and Damian Priest. I'll drink to that. CM Punk's first win. Kane, Dolph Ziggler, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Asuka, Liv Morgan, and Io Sky. Wow, we didn't rank any women higher than that, huh? Problematic 2023. It's fine.
Why do you make us villains?
CM Punk, I mean, evidence is out there. It's fine. CM Punk's second win, and Carmella. What were they thinking? Ken Kennedy, Del Rio, Braun Strowman, Nikki A.S.H., and Austin Theory. Oh, come on. Jack Swagger, Damian Sandow. It's two Damian Sandow and Damian Priest.
Yeah, but one's good, one's not.
Oh, okay. Randy Orton and Sheamus. It's just a weird thing I just figured out right now. It's Trash, John Cena, Baron Corbin,
Welcome
Brock
to my hell.
Lesnar, Otis.
Every
Every
recording.
day. So I think that does it, Nation. Thank you so much for joining us for the recording portion of this. And on that note, Rude Nation, thank you for joining us for the Rude Boys Power Hour Plus episode 151. That's Mew's number. Did you know that?
It's a what?
Pokemon? Mew?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is. Oh, pretty cool.
Didn't know that. I'm
Okay.
not a big Pokemon goer.
Well, you'll be in luck, Tom, because next episode is going to be all about Pokemon. No, it's not. It's going to be about Metal Gear Solid.
Do you want me to get fucking super drunk again?
Sure, okay. I mean, you can. Nothing's stopping you, Tom. There's no laws. You can do that. There are plenty of laws, but not in the recording studio.
We record a lot at Cassaday, your house.
Casa de my house, yes. That old phrase. Yes, Metal Gear Solid will be episode 152 of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. Yep, so get ready for a lot of that. A lot of nonsense, Tommy. I might have to find the most nonsensical cutscenes and show you.
God.
Because we did that Death Stranding one way back when. In the early days of the RudeBoyz Gamecast. Yes. Anyway.
No, I remember that. That was fucking wretched.
It was pretty bad.
Uh-huh.
But yes, thank you for joining us. Rude Nation on our social media platforms. Instagram.com/RudeBoyz469. Facebook.com/RudeBoyz469. And Twitter.com/RudeBoyz469. I stuttered and stumbled over Twitter because it's a fucking war zone over there. We're on Threads now. I don't know what the URL is for that. I don't know if it's
Threads.
Threads is Meta's which Facebook/Instagram's version. Oh boy, of Twitter. You know, it's a competitor. What are you gonna do? How do I share profile? Here we go. Copy. Let's see. Our Threads. It's threads.net/@RudeBoyz469. Alright, so it's fairly close to the same branding. So that's neat. Or maybe Threads will go away. I have no fucking clue. Social media is a shell. I'll just find myself.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram's probably the best place you can get us. But I will be going back. I have another week off from work. I will be going back into the wild world of Miles Morales with Marvel Spider-Man, Miles Morales, on RudeBoyz be streaming. That's on our Twitch, twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469. So check out our Instagram for any announcements of when I do that streaming, or, I don't know, click bells and likes and follows and shit on Twitch. I don't know how it goes.
Smash that like button.
If you missed that, though, we have a YouTube page.
We have YouTube.
We do, Tommy. Yes, thank you for coming too. Which is youtube.com.
I was just waiting until you started talking. And
/ at RudeBoyz469. That is our YouTube page. On our YouTube page, we have archives of our episodes and anything we stream. But our podcast is available from Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, not Stitcher, because I think Stitcher is going away, but I guess it's still there. I don't know. Spotify, TuneIn, but our home away from home, where at the top step of the ladder in the briefcase is a contract, and that contract is good for 1 year at our headquarters of RudeBoyz.podbean.com.
It's probably about how long this podcast will last for. Climb those rungs and reach for that beam, brother.
If you want to hit me up on social media, I'm at TehSharms, TEH_S. All what you said just slowly sunk into my brain. At TehSharms, TEH_SHERMS. Not on Threads yet. Twitter and Instagram. And SureMixalot64 on Instagram as well.
If you want to get me, which, again, if you don't, I don't really care. It's Tommy_Cash80. That's Instagram and Twitter. That's Cash with a K.
There you go. And that's it, Nation. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us on our Twitch stream. Everyone who did, we appreciate all of you. The names are just too insurmountable. So many names, I can't go through them right now. But thank you so very much for joining us, and thank you very much for joining us on this audio version of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus.
This has been a presentation of the RudeBoyz Podcast Network.
Oops.